famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Trump. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second down, here's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll swing this out to Tony. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Attack!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this? It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rogero Sneed. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there. I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run. It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. There he goes, right side. Off to the races, Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tony's Giants tenure lasted less than a season and a half, but KC dealt for the former first-rounder because they feel they can unlock his potential. They look pretty good there getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 10, Broncos 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 116 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Wilson able to complete it there to Dosich. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And this time he is in. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
15.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. The running lanes are different.
So I don't know if this is going to be uploaded, but I'm on hotel Wi-Fi. So that's why I'm not commentating or streaming this. So we'll see if I can get an upload later.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is... All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 141 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
15.
They're going to look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. Out is goes the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 168 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, 40 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 24. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 244 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Wilson, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
15. 15, 15. 15, 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.